Do you know what ERC 720 is and how it's different from ERC 20?
Technically, I do. Asking me now, I can't give you like a proper answer. But yeah, they are different. Actually, you know what?
Like one is like real legit, and then the other ones are like applying to be legit.
Well, hold on, wait. Let's go to OpenZepplin because that's
What's OpenZepplin?
Oh, so if you want to learn how to make like a contract for your NFT, like this is the place. Although I have like a saved spot.
Why would I have to make one?
Well, if you were making one, right? Like if you were gonna go make your NFT. Where's my saved search? You were gonna go make an NFT and you wanted to know exactly like, because there's parameters to the contract, right? They don't just get uploaded to OpenSea, they have to have like a certain setup, right?
Okay.
You can go to OpenZepplin and like learn about NFTs and the contracts, different tokens, different token contracts, and figure out how to make it, or even like they have like a wizard for you to do it. I came on this random page. I just like this guy's commentary. This guy's kind of awesome. He shows you.
They do differently. I always thought that OpenSea would just create the contract for me.
Well, they do, but then the question is, or the question's been, right? Like, do you really own the item then? Right? That's been the thing that's been really kind of disconcerting to people.
That's great. I didn't even know you could not renounce your contract.
Oh yeah, people do it all the time.
Why would that not be like the first thing that?
Oh, okay. So wait. You said you want to know the difference. Okay, so here's 721.
ERC 20. What even is it? Okay, but what if not all tokens are alike? This comes up in situations like real estate or collectibles, where some items are valued more than others due to their usefulness, rarity, etc. Representing ownership of non-fungible tokens, that is. Okay, so ERC 20 tokens are like Matic, or tokens that have, they're all the same. But then ERC 721 are legitimately NFT.
Yeah, so ERC 20 are fungible ones, right? And then the ERC 721 are the non-fungible ones. So these are the NFTs, right? This.
And then there's a 777.
Yeah, there is. Well, let's see what the 777.
A fungibility agnostic.
I don't know what that means. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
It's getting too complicated.
It's focused around allowing more complex interactions. Okay. More generally, it brings tokens to an ether closer together by providing the equivalent of a MSG value field, but for token. The standard also brings multiple quality of life improvements, such as getting rid of the confusion around decimals, minting, and burning with proper events, among others, but its killer feature is receive hooks. A hook is a simple function in a contract that is called when tokens are sent to it, meaning accounts and contracts can react to receiving tokens. So if it receives tokens, then this enables a lot of interesting use cases, including atomic purchases using tokens, no need to do approve and transfer from in two separate transactions, rejecting reception of tokens by reverting on a hook call, rejecting reception of tokens, or redirecting the received tokens to other addresses, among many others. Received tokens. Okay, so you could get like a load of tokens, and then depending on what type of token, you might be able to do something, like the contract might do something differently with one token versus the other.
And it looks like they modified the 721 such that you can do a couple transactions all in one transaction instead of like separately, which I assume would then make it kind of maybe cheaper, or at least not as tedious to work with. All right, what's this one? Novel token? I still don't know what fungibility agnostic means. Okay, so what does fungibility agnostic mean? Voting rights.
2 teeth of ownership. Each vote is equal to all others, but houses usually are not. This is called fungibility. Fungible goods, standards, novel multi-token. Okay, a novel standard for multi-tokens, allowing for a single contract to represent multiple. Okay, scroll down a little bit. Allowing for multiple fungible and non-fungible tokens, along with batched operations for increase. Okay, cool. That's cool. So ERC 1155 can handle fungible and non-fungible tokens at the same time and do it all in a batch.
See, and the thing is like, okay, but there's certain places that won't accept this. Like, I can't. So one of the things we learned yesterday was like, okay, in DAO House, if I try to upload this token, it won't let me do it. It's not going to accept this token. So I assume, like, if you're talking about voting, you have to be concerned with, who's going to accept what token, what kind of token. But this site is like amazing. It teaches you all this stuff.
Yeah, what's an API? Because people seem like halfway scared of those.
Hold on, wait. There's no like general, so let's see what it says in access. I don't know. Oh, it's not very helpful. Okay, let's see utilities.
Bro, what does an API stand for?
Why don't we Google it? Let's Google it.
Application programming interface.
Is that really what that is? Actually, that makes sense. Because like you use your API keys to do certain processes. Like if, what's that site? Maybe that's Binance. But I can put like, I can use an API key to use bots to do arbitrage or something. With one another.
Define rules that explain how computers have application web server.
Right. Like some people request your API keys to verify that you're you and that you're not like a malicious whatever. Like I've had to use API keys when getting my like tax information. Like if I was going to go to like if I was going to go to the various exchanges that I've used and pull like tax data, like I might have to use my API key to have like a special accounting application actually view that data. But I know it has other use cases. Like
What's your API key? Where do you get an API key?
It's a great question. I think it depends on the system you're using, right? Like different systems have different API keys they might need. Okay, how about common examples? How about that?
Okay, so it's like a middleman, so that like
It's like a
if
password, but
yeah, like
to prove they're you.
if I were to yeah, it's like a gatekeeper. But like if I were to go on Coinbase, let's say, and be like, hey, give me some money out of my bank account. Like we don't want Coinbase like actually in my bank account. So the API would like tell my bank account what to information to send back to Coinbase, and the API would, I don't know, it doesn't sound like anything new. And also people,
It's
whenever I
not new.
go on like these like coding, like if I'm watching a coding interview or trying to like start up, I don't know, just somebody, they always bring up APIs as if they're like a new and difficult to work with thing.
I think that, okay, so they're definitely not new, but I think they are difficult to work with because you can't, just like your seed password for your wallet, you can't get it wrong. You can't like mess it up. If you put, like if you forget or you don't copy and paste the code, right, like appropriately, like it disappears and then you have to go through a process and you can be locked out of things, which you shouldn't be locked out of.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
I remember that. You don't want to mess it up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely, it's as, I would say it's as sacred as your seed phrase. Like you don't want to lose it, mess it up, or put the wrong thing in, or the wrong data in, enter the wrong data. And that can make it difficult for no reason. That might be why they feel like, oh my gosh, this is annoying. But I mean, you need it, like, because that's how you don't get hacked.
So like I was saying, are you I mean, you said you went to college for film or the arts.
Yes.
But you seem to know or not flinch at certain coding terminology.
Oh my gosh. So I grew up with, actually, and that's where the Satoshi DAO like user ID comes from, because my dad, right, was a programmer. So if you can imagine, like I grew up with computers. Like I had computers like in my house when I was like a kid,
which is kind of rare.
Yeah, so like I got to play with like the Atari, like the old like Atari computer system where you could like listen to a sound and stuff like that. I'm sorry, not listen to a sound, like listen to a picture, like a picture. Yes, you could listen to a picture if you wanted to.
How does that work?
I don't know, but it was crazy cool.
So your dad actually like taught you certain things too, or you just feel more comfortable with it?
No, my dad was working. No, I got on his computers and started like messing around with stuff. That's what I did. Yeah, hacked into stuff. Actually, me and my brother, we were bad. We would hack into stuff. You know, it was a lot of fun, but we were bad.
How do you hack into stuff?
I don't know. You left it there. Kids are so smart. Kids are smarter than adults. I'm a big believer in you're smarter when you're younger.
Yeah, my friend, dude, he used to, at the school computers, he was obsessed with hacking them. Like he was like, dude, I'm in the whole system. And then he was like, I set up something so that I can mess with the school computers from my house. I was like, what? He was like, I can get on anybody's computer. I can change grades. Yeah. I was like, bruh, you are tripping. The Hitchhiker's Guides smart contracts in Ethereum. That sounds like such. Can you post that in the chat for me?
Yes.
I feel like I have to read this stuff to catch up to you. Every time I'm like, all right, I'm meeting up with Lauren. I better fucking research some shit. Have something to talk about.
No, don't feel that way. I've really only been on this a few months and it's been a steep curve. Again, like I'm gonna say, like, thankfully I had like the hyperverse to like help because I didn't know where to begin. Like I remember when Bitcoin first came out and I wanted like Bitcoin so bad and I couldn't figure out how to get it. And like I would Google it, right? And it would just talk about mining and I was like, what do I do to mine? Do I need an axe? Do I need, like, what am I supposed to do? Do I go outside? How do you mine a digital currency, right? I couldn't figure it out. And the internet was not helping. But like now there's like people, there's different groups that are like forming and like trying to educate people. There's Hyperverse. I was telling you, Mr. Black is making his own group. I think that's Republic. I'll definitely post that. You know, just trying to educate and get everybody like on board. And then just searching around YouTube was really helpful. Again, Hashlips is always teaching. I know I mentioned him a lot, but I learned a lot from him. Where's the image?